In a world where financial stress and mental health struggles seem to go hand in hand, one podcast aims to help you find solace and guidance. The FAM Podcast, navigating you through the tricky waters of personal finance and mental well-being. Our mission is to empower you with the knowledge and tools to create a healthy relationship with money while nurturing your mental health. Join host Braimoh, a debt to prosperity success story, as he dives deep into financial habits and mental well-being. Discover Braimoh's secrets of financial literacy and mental health strategies for coping with financial stress. Get ready for thought-provoking discussions, practical tips, and Braimoh's real-life stories of triumph over adversity. Let's embark on a transformative journey together that will change your relationship with money, your state of mind, and ultimately change your life. Tune into the FAM Podcast.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the FAM Podcast. My name is Braimoh, and today I'll be discussing something very important, something that had impact on my finances and my well-being as a person. So it's not everyday episode I've done before. This is just different. It's a confession, it's recalibration, a mirror, because at the core of every financial decision I make, there is something deeper than strategy. It's a moral code, a compass, a conviction, and I want to share mine with you on this episode.
Welcome to the FAM Podcast, a podcast about finance and mental health, teaching you good monetary habits to increase your income and improving your relationship with money, all while helping you with your mental well-being. And now here's your host, Braimoh.
Years ago, when I was drowning in debt, I thought the solution was hustle, work. I thought more money will fix my money problem. But I didn't realize the real problem wasn't the size of my wallet or bank account. It was the emptiness of my principles. I was working 6 days a week, 2 jobs, and bills still piling, and my marriage was shaking at that time. I remember one night I looked into my daughter's eyes and I thought, what kind of financial legacy am I building for her? What kind of financial legacy am I going to be building for my kids? That night, I realized something, that money without morals is like a ticking time bomb. So, what did I do? I started writing down truth, not goals, not dreams, truth. Conviction I would never compromise, no matter how broke I felt, no matter how much pressure I faced. And slowly, my life began to change gradually. Not because I had more money, but because I had more clarity of what I wanted and how to go about everything. So I call it the money moral code. And I want to share that with you on this episode. These are the 7 rules I live by. Rules that change my life, my financial life, completely. I will share with you free of charge. Number 1, I don't chase money. I attract it by solving problems. Chasing money makes you desperate. Solving problems makes you valuable. Guess what? People will look for you. The Bible says a man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great men. If you have value, people will look for you. If you can solve problems, they will look for you. Number 2, I never borrow for lifestyle. Lifestyle inflation, not my thing anymore. Peace is better than packaging. If I can't afford it twice conveniently, I can't afford it once. Rule number 3, I honor my responsibilities before I honor my cravings. I teach my kids about money rules. I pay my debts before Netflix, before Amazon Prime. Discipline first, desire later. You are going to help yourself. You're going to help your mental well-being if you do that. Number 4, I give without resentment. Tithing, helping family, supporting those in need. I give not because I have, but because I believe in seeds, in making impacts in people's life. That's why I founded Rising Icons International Foundation that help people here in the UK and around Africa. Giving is living. Number 5, I never compromise my integrity for profit. No shady deals, no corner cutting, no God understands. If money require me to lie, I'm not interested. Rule number 6, I delay gratification without killing vision. Delaying isn't denying. I'll wait for what's mine. I don't have to build my mansion right now, being desperate. No, I take time and I pray. That's the 6th rule I live by. Number 7, I never make financial decisions in emotional storms. Not in fear, not in anger, not even in anxiety. These are non-financial advisors. If I'm not in peace, I don't sign. Whoever is faithful with little will also be faithful with much. That's the book of Luke, chapter 16, verse 10. So guys, if this episode is hitting home, pause this video. Share it with someone who is silently struggling financially or mentally. Comment your views. Like this video. The more you like, the more YouTube will recommend us to people to watch more of these videos, so they will learn about these morals, about these lessons that we should learn. So let's build a generation that doesn't just have money but knows how to respect it. So since living by this code, money doesn't control me. Yes, that's right, I control it. Opportunities, I weigh them through the lens of my values. Temptations, I've got filter for that. Pressure, I've got a promise. I'm still climbing, I'm still learning, I'm still growing. But guess what? I have peace. I sleep better. I'm not ashamed of my bank statements. I have boundaries. I have pride. Pride is not the loud one or reckless kind, but the kind that says money doesn't define me. When you have these morals in place, it will guide you. It will help you grow. I had a meeting recently with my podcast team, and I said to them, guys, we are going to build wealth. We must first build worth, because value is important and morals will keep us going. We are going to build wealth with our morals intact, because your soul is worth more than money. I would never teach what I don't live by. Whether you are my videographer, editor, me, my producer, or my creative team, you must know this. What you build with character may take longer, but it lasts longer. Nothing beats good morals when it comes to money. Living by this code didn't just protect my finances, it protected my future. It shaped how I see things, shaped how I value people, money, integrity so much. My parenting, being a good person, a good father, a good partner. Because when you live by a code, you stop comparing, you stop spending to impress, you stop hiding in shame, and slowly you walk into freedom. Not just financial freedom, but emotional clarity, good mental well-being. Tears might fall, but so will chains. So family, here is your challenge. Write your own money moral code in the comment section, and I promise I will respond. What are 5 to 7 principles you would never compromise when it comes to your money, your personality, your integrity? What will your kids learn by watching you handle money? Because your wallet is a reflection of your worth. How you handle money, it will reflect on you. And your freedom begins when your value starts guiding your money and your wallet. If this episode stirred something in you, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with someone who needs it. Share, comment, subscribe to the Farm Podcast. We don't just talk about money or finances. We talk about your well-being. You behind the money. You, the family man. The man who's trying to make it for yourself, for your family, and those around you. We are not just talking. We are transforming. This is the Farm Podcast. I'm Braimoh. And remember, personal finance is personal, and your mental well-being is priceless. Stay blessed. Stay safe. Bye-bye.
for tuning in to another episode of the FAM Podcast. We hope you learned something valuable today. Be sure to subscribe wherever you heard this podcast so you never miss a future episode. And remember, health is wealth, and wealth is health. We'll see you next time.